So now I want to talk to you a little bit about solids, liquids, and gases and how they differ, and then we're going to look at some particle diagrams. So solids have a definite shape and a definite volume. The particles are packed very, very tightly together, and we call this a lattice structure, and they move really slowly. So what I don't want you to do, okay, is to think about, okay, this is a solid, this is a pen, it's a solid, okay? I think you guys all know it's hard, and it has a definite shape, so it's a shape of a marker, and it has a definite volume, and remember volume is the space it takes up, okay? So this is a solid. So I don't want you to think that the particles don't move at all. So solid particles move very, very slowly. So think about them more like vibrating. So like if you were stuck in an elevator with like 20 people and you couldn't move, you could always like move your fingertips, you could wiggle your toes, so you could technically move, but even though you physically couldn't move out of the elevator, so if that makes any sense. So think of these particles as vibrating very slowly. So you can kind of see my particle diagram. I made my little whooshies very small because they're moving very slowly, and they're packed very, very tightly together. Next we have liquids. And what a liquid is has a definite volume, but no definite shape. So think about if you're cooking and you measured out 1 cup of water. If you poured 1 cup of water in a big tall pitcher like this, or a really small bowl, they'll still just have 1 cup of water. It'll be the same volume, but it'll be a different shape because it's going to take the shape of the container. So liquids have a definite volume. So for example, that we talked about, it has 1 cup, but it has no definite shape. It takes the shape of the container. The particles are much looser. They're loosely packed together, and they can move around each other. So that's why liquids move. They move faster than a solid. So you can kind of see, I have my 2 example here. So this is like our 1 cup of water. So you can kind of see here, there are 7 particles in this bowl, and there's 7 particles in this cup. So these are the same volume, but it has different shape, okay? The container, they look like it's a different shape. So that's what's special about liquids. And lastly, we have gas. Gas have no definite shape and no definite volume. They move very, very quickly, and they move very far apart. Gas particles don't like to collide with each other. They try to stay away from each other, so they'll try to move far apart, and they move very, very fast. So you can see in my example, this is supposed to be like one of those propane containers that you might have on a gas grill. So the gas is going to take the shape of the container, okay? Whatever container you put it in. So you're going to put it in a container, the particles will be in there moving around very, very quickly. So you can kind of see here, I have this container, they're far apart, and notice how I have the whooshies very, very long, and there's 3 of them to show that they're moving very quickly.